Hey, it's James from Finney Electrical. On today's video we're fitting this Tesla charger. Let's get into this. So into the job then. So we've got a nice little cable route then to get this Tesla charger mounted on this wall here. So the customer's bought a Tesla car and he wants the Tesla charger to go with it. So he's actually bought the Tesla charger then. So this is what we're fitting then. So it comes in this nice little box. He's opened it already, so I'm not sure how it's packaged. But look, thank you for accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy. There we go, thank you Elon Musk. So here's the charger then. So it comes in this nice little box. There is a back plate that I've already pulled off and positioned that with the customer, but yeah, we'll show you how all this works and then how to install it and what protections you're going to need to actually get this installed. There we go, nice and quick then. So it's got this like blade technology then, so you basically fit that, so there's no, you're not dangling your charger, it's not getting scratched up and getting knocked against the wall if it was on a fly lead. And then all it does is them little connectors there actually connect it to the actual charger body. So it's a really decent design then of how they've set this up. So it comes with a nice little quick start then, so it's got different options of how to wire it up essentially. So you've got a top entry, bottom entry, back left and back right. So we're doing the bottom entry, so the cable's going to come through the wall up into the bottom. So we follow this then, so that's your bottom entry. There you're fixing holes there and there. So you'll need two to get it fixed. You can add more if you want it nice and solid. And then obviously two screws through. And then if you look, it's just brown, black, grey for 3-phase, but in this case it's just going to be elbowed and then neutral, and that's it. So nice and easy. Then obviously the earth is going to be here then, so that's your earth terminal there. So we'll come onto the earth then, because it's not going to be the earth from the house, because this hasn't got pen fault detection. It's going to be the earth from the pen fault device, so I'll show you how that works later. So you can't just bang these on a Type A RCD, double pole and then wire it up and the pen fault's built in. This isn't. So for this charger you can basically put it on an MCB, put it through a pen fault protection device and then go to your charger. So that's how we do it. So you've got that option or an earth rod. So essentially you'd have to live neutral from here, the earth, you'd put a rod in and then the rod's earth would go into that terminal there. So that's how we got two options there then. And yeah, let's get the best place for this charger then. So because it was a cobbly wall, if you fit it in a place and it rattles, that'd be no good. So the only place where it doesn't rattle is here. So you push four corners, if it don't warp, natural plastic, when you push in all four corners, then that's where it needs to be. So let's get fixed in that top there, which will be nice to land in the middle of that brick. So it won't split. If you drill towards the edge about here, it'll split the brick. If you're in the middle there, it won't split. So let's get that marked out then and drilled. Fixing the charger now then. So just looking at these screw heads. So if you look, it's got the square screw head. Is it called like a Robertson or a Ronson or something? It's the American screw head, isn't it? It's just a square. But it's also got the slits, so you can get a PZ2 in there. So look at that, we'll start with the English market too. So normally the screws that come with them are a bit rubbish with well, any product really. But these have got like a little rubber washer on, so we can actually get that in there and we won't have to seal it up with a bit of gunge, because that'll do the IP rating for us. There we go. So yeah, we're just making sure that the wall, the cobbly wall, still allows them screw holes to go in there at the end. So don't want to fix it and at the end go, oh, it's not going to work, oh, we're going to have to move it. So yeah, like I said, it just literally pushes on and then you put two screws in and those line into there. So nice little design really. So now we know where the, oh yeah, these just pop out like this, look. There we go, nice and easy. So that'll be his, a gland for his cable to go into. So that cable will come straight down then, straight through, nice and easy then. So we want to make sure we come a nice straight line, so really we need to be drilling through here, down an angle to land into a little trench behind the wall. There we go, that's through then. So that just needs a quick hoover. And then we've got it through to the side then. So if you look there, that's the actual drill bit in the floor then. So we should be able to get that down under and then into the trench then that'll just run along around the house and into the fuse board area. There we go, big wipe for the rescue then. So we've got that cable through then. So what I'm going to do is get it cleaned up so it's nicely through the wall there. So I'll have to get the water on that later, it'll clean it up. Needs a bit of a polishing. And that should be, I've got to push that brick back, but that'll go up there nicely. Look at that, get a nice little bend in there, it should look nice, neat and sweet. There we go, that's the cable in then. So what you want to do is not export the earth. So the earth will be the earth from the house, and then the earth within will be from the penfault detection device. So I'm just going to calibrate this. It's saying to 5.6 newton meters. So what we're going to do then is, it's on 2.2 at the moment, so to ramp it right up. There we go, just get it wired up now then. So you got your neutral landed in there, I've just sleeved it up. I did take it round the end, but I thought we'll get some sleeving on, and then I've heated it up and it's all gone nice and neat and sweet. So that's your line in, and then I'm just going to sleeve this earth now. There we go, and then get that bent round and up and in, but I'm just going to heat shrink this first. Now that's a lot more slim jim now, so let's just bend it in, something like that. Try and do this one-handed, get it up into the bottom there. So with this stranded cable, you don't ferrule that. So no ferrules. Everyone's like, I need to ferrule everything, but you don't. It's silly to ferrule those, because you ferrule them and it slips off, so you actually end up with the worst connection. The whole point of a ferrule is for tiny stranded cable, like thousands of little strands that you can put in one terminal, and you do get a better connection with that, so fair play. But that doesn't. So those little ferrule weirdos, there you go, that's one for you. Yeah, so that's this side done then. So essentially that will just push on like that. There you go, and then just 2 screws through the top and the cable wraps around, and that's about it. That's all she wrote. So let's get that cable put in along the side of the house. So it's going to go down there, and then we'll get it into the fuse board section and get that drilled through. Alright, for our next trick, what we've got to do then is we've got to get this cable through. So it's at this corner of the cable. So we're going to use this window as a reference. So I'm going to basically come up. I've added all the distances up, so I've measured from here up. That gets you here, then that distance to that distance, about 30 mil, and then from underneath of here, I'm going to pop through about here. So the cable is going to, it should pop through there. So I've just added those up, and then on the outside I know the height of the window frame I want to come. And if I can't remember other way, but I'll get my phone out. But I've then measured from here, about 60 mil, added this on, added from here underneath this way, and then I've got that measurement. So with those 2 measurements, you know how high and how far across you come, and then you just basically match that on the other side of the wall and drill straight. So make sure it's straight, otherwise it'll move quite a lot because it's going that much distance. So imagine if you moved even like at this end, look, you can't see it difference, but this end it's like a full centimetre this way. So if you start straight or you got it slight at an angle, by the time it pops out it's travelled about 30 mil or something, 40 mil, which if you want to pop out there, it now pops out behind this. So you got to get it straight. We're here, we've got that through now. So if you look there, that's the end of it there. So if we carry on drilling, it'll pop through, and that cable will come through up and into the isolator, get in. And that's this side then. So it's the cable's going to clip round up here, straight through. You see where they've come through, so they drilled from inside out and actually pop the front. So that's it'll pop every time. So if you want to save your wall, you drill from inside, outside in, sorry, and then measure it. But we haven't done too bad, so but we're about that much off. So when we measured it off the wall, I think the wall's slightly chamfer like that, so it's added a little bit of a distance on. So we should have drilled actually there straight. No, sorry, we should have drilled, yeah, there straight. We should have drilled about there. But instead we've just slightly behind. If I just give it a little tease, it should pop through that piece of wood. There we go. So we're just at the side of the piece of wood that you saw earlier. So if we go back in now, I'll show you that. There we go. So that little zip's got us there then. So perfect that really. So the cable will pop through there, up and into us into his little enclosure. I think that pen fault detection's got a 40 amp breaker in, so we could, which would be a better option, live neutral there, and then with some tails and earth, come into a little tail gland into the board, and then just the armed cable coming out. So it'll have its own standalone little fuse. We'll treat it as like a little fuse board instead of trying to tap into this, and then another cable out to the box. So that'll be a bit neater. Now this was a good tip then, just to put a bit of tape on so you know exactly where the wall was. So basically offered it through the window to the front of the brick, measured that to where the window would be, or where it would pop through, and then I knew, because if I'd have took it to there, it would have popped out the front of that boxing section and into the bedroom and smashed all the wood front. So that was a nice little guide. So at that point we're getting close to busting through, but yeah, if it would have gone that much through, it would have come through the wood. Oh, this is like the spikiest, smelliest bush ever. The bush smells of dog poo. Yeah, we got that in. We've got it clipped further down as well. I'm flipping out, getting stabbed there, but yeah, we're gonna have to gunge it up then. Right, so it's onto the box inside then. So hopefully we can tighten with the tails. We'll get some 60mm flexor tails in there and earth. But if not, we're gonna have to go into that little fuse box board. Alright, so this should fit here nicely then. So we're gonna sack that off. That boxes has to go in anyway. So this is your, let's explain this then. So this is your Garrow board then, little pen fault detection. So what it's got then, it's got a little relay in there. So basically if the neutral disconnects, it'll just shut off. It'll disconnect everything. If you see there, you got your earth, neutral, and your line there. So that's your earth neutral line, and then the earth neutral line comes out of that. So you actually switch your earth cable, which is pretty cool. So it's got a switched earth. So obviously the earth will disconnect to the car if there's a pen fault. So what that is then, so if you've got a TNCS or a TNS, let's have a look. There we go, that's your TN. So basically the neutral and earth are the same cable. So if the neutral gets disconnected to the property, then your earth is your return path for all the line cables, which includes your car, your big metal piece of bodywork that you touch and get electrocuted. And it'll just sit there if you haven't got your pen fault detection. So that's the whole point of it. So hopefully that's explained things. But yeah, so this has actually got a switched earth, so earth will come out the top there to your car charger. So the actual cable itself then, so we're going to earth the braid in. So I'm going to get we're going to use the supplier's earth essentially, and we're not going to export that to the charger. If not, you're just kind of bypassing that switch if it gets exported. What's the point of that? I've wedged him in for now then, so we'll have to get that mounted here. Tails then, I'll have to put a little 32mm gland maybe in the bottom there maybe. So a little 32mm gland, cables will come out, up into the live and neutral here. That'll power it up and earth. And then it's just the cable, this cable is going to have to come up and land into the side, then hits it. So I might even go Sputnik one and have these coming up top and then coming out of this down. So it won't look the best. I'd like to come up there like that, but all these are in way and it'll look a bit of a dog trying to get it in. So that's what we're going to have to do. You got to work with what you got. Another top tip then. So and we are. So with these, what do you call them, shrouds, if you push them towards the end, just give it a spin, you can see where you want to be cutting. So you can basically cut that now, just slice across here. So you want to go just in front of it. See if we can do it. There we go, let's cut around this. I think I'm making right meal of this. And then that should, if it's slightly smaller, bang it at an angle, like so. That's nice and snug, look at that. So another tip then, so I've used this armoured slice by CK, so as you tighten it in, it ratchets. There we go, so you tighten it around, spin it around, tighten it around, spin it around, and at the end, you just press a button, and it clicks straight out, so that saves a bit of time. You get a perfect rim. So what I do is, I see a lot of people do this kind of spinny thing, and it just makes the braidings cross over, and your gland don't fit right. So what I do is just grab here really tight, you bend down, up, left, right, and then you do your diagonals like that. And then you bring your little other part of your gland in. I can't remember the name of. and then you just want to angle them in. So if you look round, make sure all your braids are within that, and then you want to hold the cable and push with your thumb like that. So holding the cable, push with your thumb, and I'm pushing with my thumb. So I would screw backwards until I can hear it drop in, and then you can screw forwards then, like so. But yeah, I'm pushing really hard until it nips. It needs to nip up. So it's nipped up that, and then I'm just going to tighten it with 2 pairs of grips, and that'll be nice and solid then. Arrow unit winding. So for the pen fault detection then, so you got your line, neutral and earth running through, so that's the pen fault's earth. So your pen detection's earth, that's your earth for your board and your actual braiding. So then let's talk about these then. So we want to tap into this, so we want to go in there like that, little tap, tiny tap. This is a little knockout underneath, so I'm gonna need to get right in there. Whoever installed this didn't future-proof it, so obviously this is in the way of getting something in there to knock that knockout out. If you look there, that's knocked out, and the back one's knocked out now. So we're just gonna get a big fat flat, undo those and bang those in once we've actually got this end wired. Let's get those tails in now. Hey, super tight working in here then, so we've got those in, so it comes out the board, nice, neat and sweet, swoops in. So you've got live earth neutral there, that's all powered up now then, so all it is, do we want to turn it on? We'll wait. I want to check everything's okay that end. I'll do some dead testing and then I'll turn it on then. So, but essentially, yeah, live neutral earth into the bottom, it runs through, live and neutral earth coming out. If the neutral to the positive, because it's TNCS, if the neutral, which is also the earth, gets disconnected, this contactor will trip, and this relay will trip, and the contactor will come out, causing the earth to be disconnected. So you haven't got your car just live sat on your drive and you get a big zap. Lovely. That's all tested now then, so turn him on. There we go. That's it. It's got some smart technology in there then. So I know with the MAT-E, basically a MAT-E is another pen fault detection device, but that measures it. Something like if it's more than 70 volts between neutral and earth, it will just trip. It'll sense that, and it'll be constantly monitoring it, and then it'll go and then turn off. So that's how it works then. There you go. There we go, that's the Tesla all screwed on and tested. Just going to undo a little sleeving, and that will pop on here nicely then. So if you look on here then, it's on the old Tesla cars then. So I think the first generation of this, you had to still go on the phone and press unlock on the app. With this one, it's got a little button, so you just click that and it'll pop your little flap open on your Tesla, and then you can start charging. So that's supposed to fit in there. It's not the easiest of cable management, shall we say. Maybe go behind, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So you just keep wrapping it around. So I don't know, how else would you do this? It's got to get wrapped around, and that's got to fit in there somehow. So the charger's not got the best cable management, should we say, but I'm not leave it like that, mate. It's annoying with this. There's got to be some way you can get that in there without clashing with this cable. You'd have to like feed it through here. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, need to have a play around with that to make it look neat, but I don't know. Right, we'll plug it into customer's car then, and then watch it charge up then nicely. Yes, it does come with quite a long lead. If you look behind me, that's it plugged in. So it's like a, I don't know, like a 7 metre lead or something. What's that one? 2, 8 metres something, so it's got some good length on it. Right, that's all we've got time for today then. So you've seen us get that cable in, drill it through, wire it up, so it's nice and easy. It's got them little blade terminals that you literally just push it on, it slips into them blades, and then it provides your live and neutral. So these Teslas, they ain't got pen fault detection, so you either need an earth rod or a pen fault detection device, which is what that Garrow thing was. So that, yeah, it should work the same as like the MAT-E. So when basically if it's more than 70 volts between neutral and earth, it'll just shut off just straight away, and break that contactor. And then the car charger does not have an earth, a neutral or line, because even with the, if there's no power there to the charger but there's still an earth there and there's a pen fault, that full car will be live and you get an electric shock. So yeah, super important. So obviously if there's people installing these, because those units are about, I don't know, 150 quid, something like that, and they go, oh, these guys are quite a bit cheaper, that might be why. So make sure they're actually doing the job properly. Nice, hopefully you've learned a little bit. Showed us how we do the marking out. We've got it to pop out within about that much tolerance of an eyeball. It's not too bad, is it? But yeah, if you like this kind of content, then hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when next upload. So as always, have a good one from me, and I'll see you on the next one.